Hello, and in today's video we're doing a very brief FPL preview for game week number 4, and I've made my transfers, my team's locked in, and it's been a bit of a mess because what I did was I made this amazing video. I literally spent till the end of time discussing injuries in my fantasy team. The international break has thrown up so much, and I went through an amazing array of stuff. You know, I went on the fantasy football team news and looking at the selection. I see that Ronaldo's not starting, and I see that Grealish is, probably going to play, but who knows with Pep Roulette. And I see so many other things about the press conferences, but I basically ignore all of it, and I just have this crazy maniac-like just love to make the transfers and lock the team in. So I'm a numpty. For one reason, I made this amazing video for FPL previewing my team, and what happens, I go and accidentally delete it, and it was 50 minutes long. So that, my friends, is dejecting, but we've made it up here. We've got the video here because it had to be done. At least that way you haven't seen my team locked in too early, because I was going to post it a bit earlier because it was such a long one. But this is nice timing. It's nice and brief and short but sweet, we should say. My team going into Game Week 4 looking pretty nice. 220k rank. I'm happy about my team, but we've made a -8. Yes, I know. I might be an absolute fool, but I just think the wild card wasn't worth it. You know, the fixture swing is better later on in the season, and I think Backman against Wolves looks a great option because Wolves are defensively, going to be a bit of a test against Watford. I think that they have been quite wasteful going forward, so hopefully Backman gets some more save points. Shaw against Newcastle, good chance for a clean sheet. Trent, attacking potential. Leeds are going to go for it, and that leaves Trent to get in those crosses. Ben White is the transfer I brought in for Bertrand, who has been an absolute joke of a player in my team, basically. I targeted the Norwich fixture. He only went in and got COVID. And then, obviously, Livramento came in as an auto sub. And then I've brought in Ben White because although Arsenal have been poor, they've got great fixtures. It's a short-term punt. And I might even keep him on my wild card because Arsenal's fixtures are quite ridiculous, to be fair. And Norwich defensively will have problems, but from an attacking point of view, you would imagine Arsenal will do well in that game, and defensively they will be solid. And then moving on, we've got Grealish in the midfield. Leicester away, obviously he did do a return against Arsenal. Well, that's good to see, and I think he's fairly nailed enough. Leicester are an interesting team right now, but I think City will go for that, and they should be stronger. Greenwood, my vice captain, because he's just so consistent against Newcastle. And we'll see which one of these attacking Manchester United players will actually do well. I know that I've made the mistake now. I know exactly what's going to happen. Bruno Fernandes is going to get about 2 goals, and someone up front is not going to play a single minute. But it's done now. It's too late. Greenwood is just so good right now, and I'm very tempted to captain him. But no, it's got to be Mohamed Salah against Leeds. I think that this guy is just going to get in behind. He's going to be strong. Back with, Liverpool's midfield they're used to, and looks like Brazilian players aren't going to play, or are they, or aren't they? I just don't know. But Salah, we do know, for one thing, is such a good captaincy. Jota, he just had to come in at 7.6 with Firmino out. It looked very, very appetising. And Leeds, as I mentioned, will be going for that, and that will leave spaces in behind. So hopefully a very destructive midfield, defence and goalkeeper. But we have just done it, and we have done it because it's hard to take the bias out of it, really. The Portuguese Watford fan, it's hard to not bring in Cristiano Ronaldo. We've also got the GOAT version for Watford, Emmanuel Dennis, in the team, as you can see here. But yeah, Ronaldo's in the team. I've made a mistake, I know it, but it's Ronaldo. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to take it as it comes, sort of thing. As it stands, obviously, I will be on a total points of 235, but that's fine. That's still very good. Still a very good rank. I'd only drop about a few thousand, so that's not a problem at all. And I think that the team is just looking lovely. If Ronaldo does end up doing well, then I think the rest of my team just looks so good for points elsewhere. So I think Ronaldo's... The thing is, he's not necessarily a long-term keep, because obviously we're thinking about that wild card when we're going to pop it, not this game week, because it seems silly to rip up your whole team to get Ronaldo. a -8 to get Ronaldo is not too bad, but it wasn't because of the fact that I couldn't afford it. It was just that the defenders I had, like Bertrand, needed to come out, and Jota obviously wanted to come in for Fernandes to make that transfer work. So Ronaldo is Ronaldo at the end of the day. Like, let's just watch that Manchester United game. If Ronaldo's benched, of course it's a pain, but if he does start, then it's Ronaldo, and we're absolutely loving life. So yeah, let's hopefully see another hat-trick like he did in his game against Newcastle in the past. Antonio against Southampton looks saucy, doesn't it? I thought about the captaincy, but you just got to go for Salah. I think Southampton have been leaky. Antonio has been in such great form. Obviously, West Ham playing Europa League will come into it, and he's still an injury waiting to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully he keeps going strong. Dennis, we had him for this fixture because we didn't play him last week. It was a great decision, and this week it's got to be done. He's going to come in and hopefully do the bits. I'm hoping he covers Ismaila Sarr, but we sold him last week because we wanted to get in Grealish. The Southampton fixture looks really nice for Jack coming up after this game week. So yeah, we've done a bit of planning ahead, and the plan is to rotate the defence. So we've got Shaw playing this week and Trent and White, and then next game week we will maybe do something different, play a bit of Trent because he's just a must-have really. Ben White's got a nice fixture, and Luke Shaw obviously is a difficult one, but he plays West Ham, and it's about how much do you go with a defender up against an attacker, and West Ham will go for that Man United game. It's difficult, and I thought about a Wolves defender, I genuinely did, but I just think Watford will do well in that game. They'll score in that game, in my opinion. And I'm just praying, from a Watford point of view, for a clean sheet so that Wolves don't score and I don't miss out on Jimenez or Traore, who I basically talked about a lot in my old video that happened to get deleted. What a numpty I am. So yeah, apologies for that, people. But this is my makeup of it. And actually, it's probably much more succinct and much more concise anyway, so it's not too bad. Just spaced out a bit of my evening, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, Dennis is just so good. He's so lively, and he's just a great baller. So that is my team. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a very good game week 4. And my bench, Foster, Ayling, Livramento and Brownhill. We're thinking about Livramento for that for that Wolves game. But it's a kind of 4 million, or 4.1 I think he is now. That's just going to kind of rotate, but he's got a nice attacking threat. He's been unlucky with the points he's got so far. But just to confirm, the transfers made, it's Bertrand to White for the free transfer. Well, actually, I'm not sure which one my first transfer was. Let me just have a little look. Bertrand to White. It was also a bit of Fernandes out for Jota, because I just think with Ronaldo playing more, obviously, let's hope he starts. Let's hope he at least gets 30 minutes. If he doesn't, but I just generally think Ronaldo in this Man United team, he's going to be the number one guy at the club, not Bruno, and he's going to be on pens, he's going to be on free kicks and not corners, but yeah, Ronaldo's going to dominate things, and I just think that's going to lessen FPL appeal for Bruno. But yeah, basically that's the other transfer we made, and of course Danny Ings to Ronaldo, a very popular transfer this week. So people are probably, now that I've shown you this video, not going to transfer in Ronaldo. And basically doing the opposite of me is usually quite a good idea. But also, we know that Ronaldo is a bit of a doubt to start. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer quoted, he will at some points get in the pitch. And that is a very ambiguous statement. But it's Ronaldo. Like, when you talk about FPL to your future generations, to your kids, you want to say, oh yeah, I remember that time that Ronaldo, the best player in the world, the best we've ever seen, he was in my fantasy team from the get-go. And yeah, you want to kind of just have it for the thrill of it, not because necessarily it will get us points, but it's Ronaldo. So I really shouldn't be like this. And for future game weeks, I'll control myself and basically plan my transfers a bit better. I mean, I had these transfers locked in all the way today. Like, I was very confident with them. And then obviously I justified all of them. I made them on the live stream, and then of course the live stream died. And I honestly thought about Rico Henry, Shane Duffy, Damari Gray, Jimenez was a consideration which I didn't see coming, but obviously he was confirmed fit for the Watford game, which I'm a little bit gutted about. Not really fit, but it's about his availability because he was involved with Mexico. So yeah, basically a lot has changed. This has been a most frantic FPL game week I can remember for a long time. Comment down below if it's the same for you, but I just hate it. Like, there's so much fake news and injury news and things about the Brazil fiasco. It's just crazy. So let's just hope this is a good enough team. Obviously, a -8 is going to hurt, but I think the players we brought in, Norwich, Leeds, Newcastle, those are very good fixtures, and they're all good to own. Certainly for a few game weeks at least before I pop that juicy wild card. So I think we've done a good job here. We've brought in players that are good options for FPL, and we've not made the wild card just for the sake of Ronaldo. We've actually done a -8 with great fixtures going forward. So I'm happy with it, but that's just my opinion. Let's see how the lads and the troops perform in this game week. Thanks for watching. I'll definitely not delete it this time, though. And getting in the comment section below your thoughts on my team. Obviously, Ayling, we're not playing against Liverpool. The same for Livramento against West Ham, even though Antonio, yeah, obviously it's Antonio and West Ham are going to go for it, but I think there's better fixtures for Livramento, especially game week 6 for the Wolves match. But obviously by then, Wolves will probably be top of the league, knowing my luck. So, yeah, that's my team basically. Let's just double check what order we made those transfers in. But at the minute, 100.4 is our squad value and 0.4 in the bank, so that's quite interesting. So yeah, basically that was when I did my stream at 7:41. The time is now 7:56. So yeah, I was absolutely fuming. That was such a good stream as well. But we made it better here, and we've improved on it. So yeah, Ben White. It's a meme, I know, because it's Ben White. But look, the fixtures are unbelievable, and I can bench him this week. I could even keep him on the wild card and then rotate him in when I need to. Obviously, I want to see an improvement from Arsenal defensively, but there's no better games to get that improvement than Norwich and Burnley. And I wasn't willing to go with Wolves just because I think even though their fixtures are probably as good, if not better, as Arsenal, defensively I still have problems for them. I think they are looking like a team that, obviously with Arsenal, they've got the quality of player to kind of get the clean sheets eventually. Whereas I'm just not sure about Wolves. Obviously, Sarr's come in, a fresh new goalkeeper. I just don't know. But we'll find out, I suppose. And if so, I can bring in a Wolves defender in the future. But Jota's fixtures look great. And with obviously, Firmino is unsure about when he'll come back. But I'm hoping at least till game week 6 at least. I want him for that Brentford fixture. Ideally Jota, but we'll find out. And then, of course, the king, the GOAT, the absolute legend of FPL, of football in general, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Alvaro. Welcome home, King. Let's hope you start. And I think that Watford, obviously, with Sierralta hopefully confirmed back for Wolves, will be a great option, and hopefully Watford can keep out Wolverhampton Wanderers. But that is my FPL preview. Smash a like on it. Thank you for watching.